How do you do? I'm very happy to have this personal visit with you. Won't you be seated, please?
You know what I mean? Starlito.
Yeah.
My boy dropped a freestyle. So, yeah, you know, that's family. Appreciate you, bro.
Come on, man. Shout out to the Step Brothers. Tap in right now.
Paint pictures with words. I rap portraits. The rabbit coming in last. I'm moving fast as a tortoise. Turbocharge my hustle. The Hellcats and Porsches. And if we real friends, ain't gotta ask to support it. It's the principle. Gotta respect it like Zach Morris. Pull a lot of strings like Behan's Black Forces. All we knew was survival. Wasn't no crash courses. We just had to act like we had choices. 5:20 in the morning, outside on the corner. They say I'm nonchalant, I can't go without, so I'm going in. Jeff Teague, this rap shit, I was really there, yeah. But the question is, did I care? Plausible deniability, I cherish being unaware. We living in an era where telling ain't even rare. Beefing on the net, do it for the gram. I'm in it for the show, I need a few more rubber bands. I'm in this motherfucker rapping like I blew another advance. Every quarter bust down at least 200 with the fam. Vet minimum, I'm trying to collect 10 of them. Ran off on a plug, I bet he regrets sending them.
My clocks don't work worth shit, I ain't never on time. You got demons in your closet, I got weapons in mine. I buy the same guns repeatedly in different designs. I'm a boss, you in trouble if I ever resign. You ain't fucking with me, and you ain't fucking with mine. Here's another deposit, what a lovely surprise. Word to my brothers, I'ma go get a supper. So used to serving hand in hand, buddy, you think I juggle. Don't worry about my slice, I go nowhere without my cutter. My wife told me take my AK out the bed so we can cuddle. Sorry, I got issues, I've been seeking help. Baby, I'm such a rider, I ought to get CDLs. Step brothers for life, then the afterlife. And shit, after that, thinking shit sweet, I get it poppin' like a Cracker Jack. Money on my line, no, it ain't a prank call. I die, bury me inside a bank vault, long live Bill.
Welcome to a new episode of Conversation with your man Big Unc, Uncut. Peace. What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is, man. If you don't know what time it is, at least you motherfucking see what time it is. That's right, time for another episode of Conversation with your motherfucking man Big Unc, Uncut. And for those that don't know, I'm Big Unc, man. And for those that do know, man, you already know what time it is, man. And since y'all know what time it is, man, let me get right into this thing, man. First, before anything take place, man, I just want to say thank y'all. You know, it's always an honor and a privilege, man, to do what I love to do every motherfucking Monday. But it's also an honor and a motherfucking privilege, man, to know that people take out their time to stop just to hear what the fuck I got to say, man. And so with that being said, man, I just like to say thank y'all, man. I hope y'all having a wonderful motherfucking day, man. Because if not, that's your motherfucking fault. Because shit, this your motherfucking day, man. But like I said, man, I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc. This is Uncut, man. And you know, today's episode is motherfucking the Stoop, man. Goddamn, I about damn near forgot my own episode. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I've been smoking, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, like I said, today's episode is episode number 4, season 3, man, the Stoop, man. And like I said, you know, I'll be reading. I ain't like, this ain't no book club or no shit like this, man. And I ain't gonna be reading this motherfucker like that. You know, I picked out some motherfucking parts because I'm gonna break down the book, you know what I'm saying, section by sections, chapter by chapter, man. And you know, it's gonna take, you know what I'm saying, maybe every other Monday until I finish with the motherfucking book, man. But yeah, I'm gonna read. I picked certain parts of the book, man, that I want to dive into, man. You know what I'm saying, just to give people, you know what I'm saying, the insight, you know what I'm saying, about, you know what I'm saying, not about who I am, but about the choices I used to make. You know what I'm saying. So, you know, we're going to get into that tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, we're going to get into it. And one thing I want y'all to know, man, and understand, man, that tonight I'm going to be talking about me, man, a lot. And whenever I be talking about me, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I love me. You know what I'm saying? I love me some me, man. So I'm telling you, man, I'm going to be goddamn hyped. And I'm going to be, and a lot of this shit, man, because I know what I done been through and I know what I had to do to get to where I'm at in my life, man. And I'm proud of my motherfucking self, man. Like I tell people, I ain't waiting on no motherfucking body to give me my flowers. Shit, I figured I'm the motherfucker that planted them bitches. I can go out there and get them whenever I want to. You know what I'm saying? See, I ain't got no time to be wasted, and I ain't got no time to be bullshitting people. You feel me? So I ain't finna make nothing up that ain't really going on, man. That's right, man. I give myself my own flowers, man. But like I said, man, tonight I just want to do this, man, because I got a lot. I got this a new season for one, and then I got a new people coming into my show and shit, man. And I want people to know who I am. I know who I used to be, the choices I used to make. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want motherfucker to come to my page thinking like I'm on here talking like I know every motherfucking thing. Because I don't, promise you. I don't know everything. I just know a little bit about the things I need to know in my life, man. That I got, and I just share with y'all. Because like I said, man, you don't have to make the same choices I made to end up in the same places I end up, man. And so that's why I come and share the things I've been through, man, and share my experiences, man, and some of the things I had to do in order to get my motherfucking shit together, man. And like I tell y'all all the time, man, the first thing I had to do, man, was take accountability for my motherfucking shit, man. That's right, man. I had to take accountability. And on top of that, because see, I already believe, I teach people, believing, but I already believed in myself, man. I've been believing in myself for a long motherfucking time, people. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And, but for me, it was just accountability, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to take more accountability for the things I was doing, the things I was saying, the things I was thinking, the places I was, all that shit, man. Because no matter what happened in my life, it's going to be my fault, man. Because that's why I'm going through it. It was something I could have did or something I shouldn't have did that got me in the situation that I was in, man. I don't give a fuck no matter how many people was there or no matter how many different places it ended up happening. Shit, I had to be there. And so that's why I said, man, I take blame for everything that go on in my life, man, because I ain't got time to be sitting around this motherfucker trying to figure out who did me wrong and fuck that, man. You know what I'm saying? It was my fault for fucking with them people. You know what I'm saying? And when you start thinking like that, you'll stop fucking with a lot of people. That's what I did, man, because I don't like to blame myself a lot, man. But in order not to blame myself, I got to but like I said, man, I'm going to be doing a lot of talking about myself because, like I said, I just want to give people insight about who I am, you know what I'm saying, and what got me the way I'm at right now, you know what I'm saying, as far as got them sitting in front of this motherfucker every Monday and talking this shit. And before I started doing it on Mondays, because like I told y'all, man, I've been doing this shit for a long time, and ain't nobody been paying me for it. But this is what I love to do, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, but before I can, I always talk about Big Unc, man, but before I can get into like Big Unc, man, I got to give y'all an understanding about who Big Unc is and how Big Unc came about. You know what I'm saying? Because see, I come from a town in North Carolina, man. I was born in South Carolina, but I was raised in North Carolina. Well, I ain't gonna say raised. I grew up in North Carolina and shit. Place called Southern Pines and shit. And yeah, goddamn, I'm telling you, man, had to get myself back. But anyway, like I said, yeah, man, I grew up in North Carolina, man. And growing up, like when I was raised, most people, like my family, they know me as June. Like my mom, my sisters, when they talk to me, they talk to June. They say June. Like my friends that I went to school with, they know me as John. And each one of them names is a different, to my family, I'm June. To my friends, I'm John. You know what I'm saying? Like my friends didn't experience June. They experienced John, the kid who used to come outside and play with them and want to do all the fun shit, and that's who they experience. You know what I'm saying? But I tell people, like, when I was younger, man, I was in the streets when I was like 15 years old. Well, I was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? I chose to go out there in the streets because, man, I was trying to get away from what was going on in my household, man. Because like I tell people, man, I ain't grow up in a situation where like my mom was on drugs, my daddy was on drugs, my daddy wasn't in the house, or my mom was, you know what I'm saying? No, I had both of my parents in the house at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But I just grew up in a dysfunctional house. You know what I'm saying? And so because of that, man, and the belief I had in myself, man, at a young age, man, I chose to goddamn go out into the street, be in the streets where my partner was at, and hang out there and be with them. And then that led me into a situation, but we're going to get into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just breaking down like the difference in, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, June, and then you got Jay. You know what I'm saying? Now, Jay is the motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, like, I consider that's my ego, man. That's the motherfucker, man, that got me through a lot of shit, man. Like most people that know me as Jay, they know me from the streets, especially in my earlier years. You know what I'm saying? Like being in Atlanta and shit like that. Like a lot of people, some people know me now as Jay, but they don't know me as the same Jay that used to be out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? They more know me as like Big Unc Jay, if you get what I'm saying. And I tell people like, you know, Jay, being Jay was what protected June. You know what I'm saying? Because June, when I came out into this world, man, I ain't come out here with no tools, man. You know what I'm saying? Meaning I wasn't like no aggressive person. You know how people come out and they're aggressive and people be scared of me? Like that wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I was just a cool person, man. You know what I'm saying? I liked the nice shit I wanted to do, and that's what I got out there selling drugs. But I wasn't out there selling drugs like I was a thug or no shit like that. That just wasn't me, man. I liked the clothes and I liked the women. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I would do, man. I wasn't no motherfucker out here trying to goddamn cause trouble. I just want to get some money, man, get somewhere and chill, stay fresh, man, and be around. That's it. You know. But then like I said, once I got it to Atlanta and then I became Jay. Now Jay was an animal, man. Like a whole different motherfucker, yo. Like, you know, because growing up in North Carolina, when I was out in the streets, I was doing what I was doing around my friends. But once I moved and started going to different places, I wasn't around my friends. I wasn't around, you know, people that I could trust and stuff like that. So I couldn't be June from Southern Pines. You know what I'm saying? And so Jay is who I became, man. And who is what get me through a lot of shit, man. Jay a smart motherfucker, man. If people know Jay, fuck with me like that. I say, like, I don't want to keep talking like third person and shit, man. Like it's three different people. No, I'm saying I'm the all in one. I embody all. I embody June, I embody Jay, and I embody Big Unc. You know what I'm saying? And depending on who I'm fucking with, that's gonna depend on who you gonna be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm out in the streets and I go out there in that world, oh, I'm Jay. Because only Jay know how to get through that world. Only Jay know what he need to do when he out there in that world, because Jay spent a lot of his life out there in the world. That's why I talk about it. That's why I don't go out there in the world. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm out there, I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing and how I'm supposed to be carrying myself, because I used to live in the world. You know, I tell people that's why I don't be on this motherfucker talk about like, you know, I'm a changed person. No, my choices just changed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still the same motherfucker. I'm still the same motherfucker, man. Trust me. It just depends on who I'm dealing with and how I got to deal with them. Like my wife is the only person that get all of me. Meaning she get June, she get Jay, and she get Big Unc. See, June is the motherfucker that's gonna love her, that shed tears and shit like that. Jay is the nigga that's gonna protect her and goddamn get out here and motherfucking go out here. And Big Unc is the nigga that's gonna keep it all together, man. I'm gonna keep it all together, man. Cause I tell motherfuckers, see, man, I know where your ego, he go, man. And Jay got it. And I like I said, man, when I be in Jay mode, man, that ain't nothing but ego, man. So I tell people that's one thing that I say, man, you have to know who you are, man. Because if you don't know who you are or you forget who you used to be, man, you will end up in trouble. Because you will be out this motherfucker thinking like you done changed and you ain't on that same shit. And then you will get around a motherfucker, man, that'll make you. And man, I'm telling you, man, shit. So that's why I tell people, nah, like my choices have changed. How I choose to get up every day and live my life have changed. But I ain't changed, man. You know what I'm saying? At any time, I can be who I used to be, man. That's why I get up every day and try so hard not to be, man. That's why I talk about the things that I talk about, so I don't have to talk about the things that I used to talk about, man. Because, see, I know who I am, man. I love who I am, man. I love every part of me. I love June. I love my emotional side. I love Jay. I love the aggressive, hustling side of me. And I love Big Unc, the motivator. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker who hold all this shit together. The thinker. You know what I'm saying? But I embody, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I say that because a lot of times, man, you be trying to be who you are to everybody. And you can't be who you are to everybody, man. You can't, I'm telling you. Because sometimes trying to be who you are to everybody will get you ate up, man. So that's why I'm not going to be who I am to everybody. I'm not going to be who I am to my wife, to everybody else. Is you crazy? I ain't finna let my guard down like that. But I ain't going to be who I am in the streets to everybody either. See, at one time, that's how I used to be. See, I used to be Jay every day, all day long, man. Everywhere. No, I used to be Jay in places I ain't even have to be me. Because I used to be out there in that world so much, man, that I just didn't trust everything, man. People some strange, people some strange people, man. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute, man, you be sitting around a motherfucker, man, the next minute they be on some whole people strange, man. And you have to be aware of that. Because I'm telling you, man, this your life that you got them carrying around out here trying to do these things you want to do in your life. And not knowing who you need to be in places you need to be there, man. I have you around this motherfucker slipping. See, like I said, man, I'm going to get into the book, man. But like I said, I just wanted to get this right here, man, to let people know and understand, man, that it's different levels to me, man. Like most of the time when people meet me, they gonna meet Big Unc, man. They gonna meet me. I'm the positive motherfucker, man. I ain't with that bullshit. I don't, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I care. But let you know, I don't really give a fuck. Because that's the Jay side of me. Because Jay don't give a fuck, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. But like I said, man, you know, so, like, because I don't, man, I just know, man, like I said, I love me, man. I love everything about me, man. Every experience, everything that I had to do to get to where I was at, man, it took me to do this shit, man. And I'm proud of myself. And like I said, man, I know a lot of times, man, when I was out in the world doing the things I was doing, people was got them doubt me. And they should have been, man. Because when you don't believe in yourself the way I was believing in myself and how I still believe in myself, I probably would have been doubting me too. But see, that's why I just know, man, it don't matter what nobody think. It don't matter what nobody say. It don't matter what people trying to do. As long as you getting up every day and you believing in yourself, man, all you got to do is give it time. Just keep doing what you need to be doing while they doing what they doing and just give it time. See, I don't sweat shit, man, because I don't give a fuck about shit. You know what I'm saying? I care about the things I need to care about, and anything outside of that, man, can do what it need to do. But like I say, man, you know, this is because of like I said, man, all the things that I had to go through, man, and all the trials that and like I tell people, man, I only went through them because the choices that I was making, man, put me in the position that I had to go through the things that I was going through, man. See, I ain't one of these motherfuckers getting on here, man, talking about, you know, man, oh, man, I'm going to tell you, you know, God was trying to show me something. Man, God wanted to see, man, God ain't did nothing, man. I'm the one out here making these choices. I'm the reason that I went to prison. I ain't go to prison because God was trying to sit me down, man, to show me something. Man, hell no, man. I went to prison, man, because I was out there selling drugs, man. That's the only reason, man. So I ain't going to get, like I told y'all, man, I don't get on here and I don't act like magical shit be happening if you just do certain things. No, I'm telling you, you're going to have to do all the work. And while you doing all the work, man, you're going to have to believe in your motherfucking self. And you're going to have to know how to treat people right. So, yeah, man, like I said, man, that's what I get on here and do this shit for, man. And that's why I wanted to goddamn talk about the shit that I'm gonna talk about tonight before I was going through my book, man. Because, you know, before I was on Instagram, man, you know what I'm saying? I used to be goddamn whipping up them Instagrams. You know what I'm saying? I used to be out this motherfucker. Like I said, man, you know, I ain't on this motherfucker like trying to boat, but I'm telling you, this is my life, man. And I done made through some things in my life, man, that I should feel proud enough. That's why I say I don't care. I can talk about my life and everything that I done did in my life, because I know I don't do them things no more, man. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't, so talking about shit that I ain't gonna never ever do no more, man, it's easy. See, it's hard to talk about shit that you done did and you don't know if you're gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, hey, shit, but see me, I ain't finna fuck now, I'm telling you. Man, I ain't finna do nothing that's gonna have to make me start over from nothing that I'm doing in my life. I'm not gonna do it, man. Because like I said, man, I know what it take to fuck up, man. And all it take is for me to try to be Jay every day. I can't be Jay every day. No, sir. No, sir. Because Jay don't care about nothing but Jay. You know what I'm saying? Jay don't care about nothing but Jay. So that's why it take me being Big Unc and being all these things I need to be in order to be with my wife. Because I couldn't, it wouldn't, hey, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because, hey, Jay gonna be, hey, man, I'm telling you, man. But at the same time, shit, when it's time to be Jay, it's work. I need to be Jay. Because Jay a hustler. And Jay a finesser. Jay, that's why I tell motherfuckers, no, I wasn't no motherfucker who used to get out here and put guns on people and do all that kind of shit, man. Because I had a mouthpiece, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's one thing about me, man. This was, woo, man. This motherfucker bad, man. This motherfucker bad, man. You know, this shit right here done got, man. I'm telling you, man. Motherfucker, anybody that know me will tell you, boy, this mouthpiece right here, man, got me out. Man, I got a cousin, man. I got a cousin to tell you, man. One time me and him was goddamn riding around in a car we wasn't supposed to be riding around in. Late one night, man, police pulled us over, man. I like, cuz, hold on, I got this. Man, I got the car, man, start talking to the police officer, man, whoop, whoop, because one thing I know, man, all you have to do is make motherfuckers feel comfortable talking to you. See, once people feel comfortable talking to you, man, they guard down. And once they guard down, they ain't afraid to talk. And see, man, I get a man. That's how I just get make a motherfucker. Cause see, when the police officers ain't comfortable, man, they be ready to lock you up. See, I know how to make them motherfuckers comfortable, man. And I ain't saying that I was able to make all the motherfuckers comfortable, cause sometimes, man, they just caught me goddamn red-handed. But man, man, you gotta do your job. You know what I'm saying? And man, anything business got to hustle. I mean, I got motherfuckers, man, that'll call me right now when they trying to do a business deal and some shit like that, man, and they trying to get in with a motherfucker, man, they'll come get me, man. Cause they know, man, I know what to say. I know how to goddamn, man, I'm telling you, this motherfucker right here, my wife will tell you, man. She done seen Jay. She done seen me in rare form. And anybody that fuck with me that's been out here, they done seen me get, they know how I get, man. Ain't nobody, hey, this is why I tell motherfucker, man, like, nah, man. Now I'll tell you, we're gonna get into that and into the book. But that just say, man, like I'll just tell you, man, like before Instagram, man, I used to be out here in this world for real, man. You know what I'm saying? See, y'all be connected through internet and social media. I used to be connected out there, man, through my hustle, man. See, that's why these motherfuckers out here can't fuck with me, man. Like when I go out here to the world, man, and I be having, because see, I know how to talk. See, these young motherfuckers, they don't know how to talk. They just get on here on these Instagrams, on these things, typing out what they want to say. Whenever they communicate with a woman through a text, man, motherfucker can't stand, because I know how, boy, this thing right here nasty, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm flying in the because like I tell y'all, man, like I told y'all, man, I'm talking about myself tonight, man. So listen, when I be talking about myself, man, hey, Jay come out. That nigga Jay gonna come out. I'm telling you, man, because Jay love to talk about his motherfucker self, man, especially when he doing good, man. And I'm telling you, man, I'm doing good. And I'm telling you, man, but man, for real, bro. For real. That's why I tell motherfucker, like, you know, and I'm letting you know, man, this ain't no story about a nigga who used to be running around here selling kilos and all that shit, man. I was a motherfucking hustler, man. You know what I'm saying? I was a hustler, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to go get the work and got there, bring it back, put it in the streets, move that shit, make that money work, know how to do. I was a hustler, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a motherfucker who sat back and just had people coming to him and I'm getting out here, man. I'm finna make it happen. I'm gonna talk to people. I'm gonna get, that's me, man. That's me. That's what keep me going. See, and that's why I be like back in the day, man. I remember like now, growing up, man, I remember used to be people, man, they was getting money and niggas was doing what they was doing and everybody shining, you know, and I was goddamn, you know, like I said, man, I just was trying to get some money, man, be with for some women, man, and goddamn, you know, stay fresh. That was just me. That was just me. I mean, I'm telling you, because man, I'm telling you, man, that was just me. That's all I, you know, I wasn't really thinking like, oh, I wanted to be the biggest dope. No, I just wanted to be the flyest dope nigga. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to come through, be the flyest nigga coming through. I ain't have to be all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what them niggas wanted. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I said, I was young. I wasn't thinking like I'm thinking now. And I'm glad I'm not, because boy, it would have been trouble. If I was thinking like I was thinking now, boy, they couldn't do nothing with me. But I was just thinking how I was thinking, man, because at the time, that's all I cared about. You know what I'm saying? I tell motherfuckers straight up, man, you got to stay fresh, and you got to have a place to stay. Because them the only two things that can out you, man. Because once you start looking bad, people can see that shit. Once you lose your place to stay, people gonna know that shit. See, you can explain away not having no car. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you know my license fucked up. Oh man, you know, you got them when you plan on get other people's shit. You know, that's how I used to do. But man, staying fresh and making sure I had a place to stay, man, was my bucket fucking list. Was at the top of the list, man. And when you a young nigga like me out here getting money, shit, the only motherfuckers I knew that had their own place was women. Not the young girls my age that was in school and shit. Man, they was at school and staying with their mom and dad. So a lot of the man, I used to be dating women in college. I'm 15, 16 years old, man. That's where I was at. Man, I'm telling you, man, this motherfucker all my life. I'm telling you, I just ain't had no direction. But we're gonna get into that too. I'm just giving y'all a backdrop before we get into this book, man. Like I said, we're gonna break down this motherfucker. This is my show, man. So I got as many episodes as I need to take to get through my motherfucking book. I just want y'all to get an understanding about who y'all fucking with when I come on here and I be talking this shit, man. Because I ain't on this motherfucker talking this shit because I just always had my shit together, or because I done came into some money and I want to show people I got my shit together and act like I always had my shit together. Man, listen here. I done had some money for a minute, man. And I always been goddamn, you know what I'm saying? But until I started taking accountability for the shit that I was doing and how I was choosing to get up every day and live my life, man, that was the only thing, man, that changed my life, man. The choices that I was making. And so that's why I choose to get on this motherfucker, man, and do this shit, man, because I just want to let y'all know, man, that life don't give a fuck. Life don't give a fuck if you want to sit around here and bullshit and take your time and wait for the perfect moment and all that shit. You can do all that shit. You can wait, hang with people, continue to be with people who you don't need to be with, continue to be in these relationships you should have been got out of. You can continue to be afraid. You can continue to do all these things that's gonna keep you goddamn stuck in these situations you in. And life just gonna keep motherfucking going on, man. The wind gonna keep blowing. The goddamn weather gonna keep changing. The cars gonna keep moving. The people you love gonna keep dying. The people you love gonna keep growing. The jobs you like man, I'm telling you all this shit. Man, I tell motherfucker, man, life don't need you here to keep going, man. Life don't need you to do a motherfucking thing with your life to keep going, man. So I tell people, man, like me, man, I ain't with that bull. Like I know, man, I done been out in that world. I know people. Like I said, man, I ain't never been no stupid motherfucker, man. I always had sense and I always knew better. Because like I said, man, I didn't come out here to this world, man, on some motherfucking, everything. I came from a house. I had a mom and dad and shit. So my mind wasn't like, I got to go out here and feed my family, man. That wasn't my attitude about being out. My shit was, man, I just wanted to be somewhere, man, where I felt like I was wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't to say that, I wouldn't want it in my house. I'm just saying, man, that when you a kid and you a young boy and you growing up, man, and the thing, you don't have an understanding about a lot of things, man. So because of that, man, you just want to protect yourself. And I felt like the best way to protect myself was to be out there in the streets with my friends. And once I figured out that I could do that, and man, I'm telling you, but we finna get into that shit, man. But like I said, man, I just want to say thank y'all, man, for joining me tonight, man. Because like I say, man, I do this, man, because I just want to let people know how great they are, man. I want to let people know, man, that, hey, anything you want to do in your life, no matter where you at in your life, because I tell people, no matter where you at in your life, you in the perfect place to get you the way you trying to get to, man. You just got to believe in your motherfucking self, man. See, I ain't one of these motherfuckers that are going to get on here and act like you at a disadvantage because you goddamn, I hate to hear old people be complaining about life and complaining about shit and then be looking at these young people out here doing what they doing and then they be like, oh, well, they got this and they got an advantage. I be trying to figure out, well, motherfucker, shit, you got a bigger advantage because you got time on your side. You been on this earth 30 years before some of these young motherfuckers out here right now doing what they doing, and you still fucked up. Shit, they done got here and figured out a little nick, and that's what they doing. They taking advantage of this technology. Shit, it's just your fault if you ain't doing the same thing. If all you want to do is use your phone to get on there and stroll and keep up with who doing what and knowing who got what going on and got them stressing about all this shit that the world keep telling you need to stress about. If that's what you want to do every motherfucking day, you can do that every motherfucking day. I'm telling you can. Can't nobody stop you from doing it. But I can promise you this right here. Life gonna keep going on, man. And your bills gonna keep coming. And your goddamn, and man, I'm telling y'all, man. So that's why I say, man, I don't get on this motherfucker, man. Like for real, man. Don't nobody got no advantage in life, man. Now you might got an advantage out here in this world. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all need to be blaming y'all mom and daddy for God having y'all at a time they should have been waiting to get their shit together and do what they needed to do to be better together. So when you got into this world, you would be in a better position. See, a lot of y'all be blaming other people's parents, be blaming the president, be blaming the goddamn teacher at the high school. You need to be blaming your mom and motherfucking daddy because they the ones that initiated this motherfucking shit. Because like I said, the world didn't need you to be here to keep doing what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? The world don't need you to be here for the gas price. The gas price is gonna go up regardless. So I be trying to tell motherfuckers, you need to figure out who you need. First of all, blaming people don't even help you any motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? Especially an old motherfucker. Now, if you young, you might can blame some people and get away with it. Because like I said, you young and people are responsible for you. You know what I'm saying? So, but for an old motherfucker to be out here trying to blame people for why they ain't got their shit together, it's crazy. It's crazy. You can't get me to believe for 40 and 50 fucking years of your life, you've been on this earth, and today is the day that you blame him. Man, come on, man. What about all the shit you be? See, that's why I tell people, I've had to take accountability for my life, people. I had to start getting up every day and saying, you know what? It's my fault for why this shit is the way it is. You know what? It's my fault for why I had to do that, man, because I'm the only one that was going to have to get this shit together. I'm the only one that could. Yeah, people wanted to help, but people can't help you every day when they got their shit to get together. So, yeah, man, like I said, man, you know, that's why I chose to do this shit, man. And like I said, man, we're going to talk about this shit, man. We're going to have a good time. Like I said, I was going to do some other little parts up, man, but I done talked so much of this motherfucker. You know, I'm going to start off. Maybe I should go to the music, come back, and then goddamn, you know, push the other one off. Because my wife told me, you know, I might be talking a lot, you know what I'm saying? And that might happen. You know what I'm saying? But we going to get into the book, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, because I've been talking. Now, if I get into the book now, I feel like I've been talking too long. But like I said, man, I just want to say thank y'all for goddamn joining me tonight, man. Like I said, man, I'm just a motherfucking honest person, man. I get up every day. Listen, man. I'm not nobody who on here like, oh, I got my shit. I'm like, I do all the, I'm just doing all the right things that I need to be doing in my life, man. So that way I can have the life that I want to have, man. And then on top of that, I still get up here and treat people right, man. That's just me, man. You know, like I said, I ain't trying to get in nobody's way, man. I ain't trying to bother nobody. You know, I get on here on Mondays, man, and I talk this shit, man. And I try to inspire people by just the way I live my life. You know what I'm saying? You know, before I left this motherfucker, man, on season 2, I told y'all, before I was already working out of shit, man, but I told y'all, I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm going to goddamn get my shit. I do everything. I was talking to my partner the other day, man. I don't have to stop doing nothing to start doing nothing, man. If I can't keep doing what I'm doing, then I ain't going to start doing nothing else until I can, man. And that's with everything, man. I work on myself every day, man, all day while I'm still doing the things that I need to be doing in my life, man. I can't make no excuses where ain't no excuses need to be made, man. I can't make no excuses for my health, man, when I'm here to make sure. I'm telling you, man, I can't make no excuse for my goddamn mental, man, when I'm the one that's in control of this motherfucker. I can't make no excuse for how I treat my wife when I'm the one that's waking up. Man, I'll tell you, I can't make no excuses, man. Excuses don't fix nothing, and the damn show don't explain nothing, man. So like I said, man, you know, I just want to say thank y'all, man, for joining me tonight, man. We go, hey, like I said, I was going to go into the first two chapters of the book, and then got them come back and go into the next 2. I was going to do the first part of the book, and then, well, it's 3 different parts, man. Like I say, it's the stoop. Well, it's 4. It's the stoop, then it's the shot, then the next part is the motherfucking betrayal, and then the last part of the book is called the conversation. But the first part of the book that I was going to read to y'all is about the stoop, man. And I could kind of tell you, you know, I get into it, man, like, I'm going to go play with things, man. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to got to whip my whistle too, you know what I'm saying, man? Goddamn, and hit this right here, and I'm going to come back. And then, like I said, man, we can keep going with this shit, man. But like I said, man, I just want to say thank y'all for joining me tonight, man. I hope that some of the things that I said about who I am and why I do what I do, man, and the type of person that I you know what I'm saying, that I am today, man. And like, I'm still the same person, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't make the same choices, man. But like I said, man, we're going to get into this Don trip. I'm going to come back, man, and we're going to get into this book, man. We're going to get into it tonight. Peace. Oh, man, thank y'all for joining me tonight, everybody.
Oh my, time flies, still no tears down my eyes. Oh, guess it's just how it goes. Yeah, when you live purely, you'll surely endure things that your heart could stop pacing for. So why would I forgive you when you know what you did to me? Why would I forgive you? Yeah. You know what you did to me. You know,
Flash motherfucker in the history of aviation. Any nigga tell you different, sadly mistaken. Thoroughbred Memphis nigga, never been to Graceland. From the gutter, from the slums, from a fucking wasteland. All my dreams come from watching Tigger in the basement. Now we in the streets spinning like we learned to break dance. On the corner rolling stones like a fucking caveman. Day in and day out, serving out the days in. Bit my bills due, 9 to 5, barely keep the lights on. Make it out of hell, damn right you throwing ice on. Fuck you think we doing here? Bitch, I get the big bucks, simply for the cake. Don't you ever get it mixed up, staying out the in crowd. I know I ain't missed much, your bitch wasn't pretty till she went and got a nip tuck. Looking at my bank account, feeling like $1 million. 8 babies later and I still could never give a fuck. Long live
oh
pills.
My, time flies, still no tears down my eyes. Oh, guess it's just how it goes. Yeah, when you live purely, you'll surely endure things that your heart could stop pacing for. So why would I forgive you when you know what you did to me? Why would I forgive you when you know what you did to me? You know.
Shit ain't what it is, shit ain't what it seemed. The way it ended up, feeling like a bad dream. Put in so much work to end up with not a thing. Motherfucker did me dirty, but I came out clean. Ain't no going back and forth, this ain't no motherfucking swing. You either is or you ain't, but I ain't no in between. Trying to run my money up, I'ma get it by all means. For what you talking about, bitch, yeah, just wait and see. Cause at the end of the day, I only ended up with me. If you ain't on none positive, stay the fuck away from me. At the end of the day, I only ended up with me. If you ain't on none positive, stay the fuck away from me. Dollar.
Oh my, time flies, still no tears down my eyes. Oh, guess it's just how it goes. Yeah, when you live purely, you'll surely endure things that your heart could stop pacing for. So why would I forgive you when you know what you did to me? Why would I forgive you when you know what you did to me? You know, you know, you know.
What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is, man. If you don't know what time it is, I'm about to tell you it's the second half of Conversation with your motherfucking man, Big Unc, man. And I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc, man. And like I said, I just want to say thank y'all, man, for joining me tonight. And thank anybody, everybody who chose to stick around, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the motherfucking music, man. That's that nigga, Don. You know, that's all I fuck with him, man. You know, that's all Don Trip, man. I'm just saying, man, he just always saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Poppy be talking to me, man. Oh, you say Don Trip, man. If y'all ain't never listened to him, man, I'm telling you, man, he ain't missing, man. He talking that shit, man. That grown folks feel good, make you think about what you. That same shit that I tell motherfucker, I just be talking without a beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just rapping without a beat. You know what I'm saying? That's all I be doing, man. And I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because all I'm doing is talking about life, man. I ain't talking about nothing that I believe, man. Because what I believe may not be what you believe. You know what I'm saying? Like what I know may not be what you know. You may not know what I know, but that's fine, man, as long as you believe. But like I said, man, I just want to say thank y'all, man, for joining me, man. This second half of Conversation with your motherfucking man, Big Unc. episode number motherfucking 4, the motherfucking Stoop, man. And like I said, man, I hadn't got so caught up in the beginning, man, because like I tell people, man, I love talking about me, man. I love talking about the choices I used to make, the things I used to do, man, the places I used to go, the people I used to be around, man, because I'm telling you, man, like, man, I done been around people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I done been around people, man, in this world, man, like, people call them famous or whatever, you know, just off hustling and being out there in that world. But like I said, ain't nothing like being home, man. Ain't nothing like being home, man. I don't like now, man. Like I told you, man, I ain't got no use for the world. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't getting no money, or if I ain't getting no information or no food out the world, man, I ain't got no reason to be out there in the world, man. Man, I got a house, I got a crib, I got with my wife and my baby. You know what I'm saying? We got food all in this motherfucker, man. TVs on all the walls, man. I mean big TVs. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn, I told you, man, I got shoes I don't even wear. Got two there. I living good, man. I ain't complaining, man. Sometimes I be complaining about shit you ain't even got to complain about, man. I be complaining about having too many pair of shoes, man. You know, I ain't complain. That's good complaining. I ain't in here doing bad complaining. You know what I'm saying? Complaining about, you know what I'm saying? Man, if they wouldn't shoes were so expensive, I can get some. I ain't doing that kind of complaining. That bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm complaining about the shit that I got, not the shit that I want, man. But like I said, man, thank y'all for joining me, man. This is the second half of motherfucking conversation with your motherfucking man, Big Unc, man, Uncut, the motherfucking Stoop, man. And look, we finna get right into the book, man. I ain't gonna talk, because, you know, I'm an old country nigga, man. And like I told you, man, hey, this mouthpiece right here, boy, this motherfucker is built for it tough. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but like I said, man, for those that, man, this is my book, man. You know, I talk about it. Hey, I show it at the end. You know, you might want to go get that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Big Unc, man. Yo, hey, look, man, there ain't nothing I ain't drove. It ain't nowhere I ain't stayed, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. You know, I done stayed in jail. You know what I'm saying? I done stayed in jail. You know, I'm telling you, man, I done stayed in the best of other places too. You know what I'm saying? So, like I tell a motherfucker, man, you can't tell me nothing about life, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell motherfuckers all the time, you ain't got to make the same kind of choices I made to end up in the same places I used to end up in, man. You really don't, man. You know what I'm saying? You can go to prison for making a mistake, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to be committed to doing the wrong thing and go to prison. You can make a mistake. I'm just trying to say, don't be acting like you a bullshit. Don't be acting like your children are bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the same way another motherfucker die. I'm just saying this, man. Life don't give a fuck. You know, life don't give a fuck. I'm trying to tell you. But like I said, man, let's get into this motherfucking book of mine, man. Like I said, conversation. This is not conversation one. This is my life, my story, my point of view, the true story of Big Unc. You know what I'm saying? And people, I did this. Man, I ain't wait for no perfect time. I ain't wait till I became famous to write this motherfucker. This bitch been this book since I was working on this book during the coronavirus. Before the coronavirus, me and my dude were working on the book back then. Yeah, we were working on back then. When it was coronavirus, we had to finish, man. Because when you really serious about doing some shit, man, you ain't got time to be making no excuses. You got to make this shit happen, man. Man, I made this shit happen during the corona. Hey, I ain't famous. Man, nobody know, man. Look, I done gave way more motherfucking books than the motherfucker done purchased from me. You know what I'm saying? And I like when they be purchased too, because you can go to Amazon and get that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go to my website, and at the end of the show, it's gonna be posted, scanned at I'm selling too. I told y'all I'm a hustler, motherfucker. I'm a hustler, man. You know what I'm saying? Got merch on this bitch. You can get these shirts like this right here. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Hey, this is what I do, motherfucker. I'm telling you. Hey, like your mom and daddy, you say, don't talk, just listen. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Don't talk, just listen. Listen, but like I said, man, get into the book. The first part of the book, you know what I'm saying? My wife told me what the name of the shit was, you know, in the first of the book, you know, before you read, get into the you have your little shit. She told me what the name was. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say it's what you got to read before you go into the book. And it's something that I had wrote, man. And like I said, I did this back in 2000. I wrote this right here was in 2018 when I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? We finished with the book in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like during the corona, we finished with the book in like June of 2020, something like that, man. But in the beginning of the book, man, this is what I wrote. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my ghostwriter helping me do the book. And I had told him this right here, and he had wrote this shit down and put it in the book. And it say, if you ask me right now, if I would do it all over again or take a different path, I would tell you straight up, don't change the word, because I know where I'm going to end up. That path, that other path is unknown to me. You see, life is all about choices. Life is all about the choices we make along this journey of ours. Where you end up and what you go through will be based on the choices you make. As you will see when you read my book, that life is just like reading the book. Every choice is just a turn of a page. How long you stay on that page is based on you. Get it based on you. It's your story. How your book ends is totally up to you. Your life, your story, your point of view. Hey, this June right here. I told you, June gonna cry, man. I'm telling you. June the one that had to deal with all this pain, man. But yeah, man, look. So yeah, that was back then, man. I always been, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I ain't got no dog. Sorry, people, man. I'm like, yo. Well, I ain't sorry for my emotions, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry because it's taking me time to do this shit, man. But yeah, that's how like I said, man, like what you go through in your life and how long you stay going through that shit, man, is based on the choices you choose to make. And how you choose to get up every day and how you choose to continue to live your life is going to be based off your choices. Like I tell people, we all go through shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I talk to people and they be telling me like the things they go through and what they may be going through. And I have to remind them, man, shit, so is somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't telling you that to make you feel better about what you're going through. I'm just trying to tell you, life don't give a fuck. Life don't give a fuck about none of the things you care about. Life just want to keep going. Life just, see, you got to figure this shit out just like I had to, man. But like I say, man, we're going to get into this book, man. Because look, the first part of the book is taking place in 1988. The book started out in 1988. I'm like 15 years old. It's the summertime, man. I'm about to go down to Georgia, to Clarkston. I used to think Clarkston was Atlanta when I was young, but when I got older, I realized Clarkston is just a outskirts of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's not really Atlanta. You know, like they said that song, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but when the girl said that something ain't Atlanta, something there, that's yeah, that ain't Atlanta. That's Clarkston. That's DeKalb County. But anyway, so the book take place in 1988, man. I'm about to go to the Fresh Fest. I'm 15 years old. This is my first time being away from home without my family, like without adults up. I got my cousins. They stay in Atlanta. They going to college at DeVry, some older cousins. But one of my young cousins, they brought his brothers them up there. And so we go down there one summer because we going to go to the Fresh Fest. And this motherfucker, 1988, man, this LL Cool J, Run DMC, Rakim, man, it's all these motherfuckers, man. It was this at the time. This was the biggest rap concert, the first biggest ever rap concert that ever. And I went to that motherfucker, 1988. I was in the Omni, man. The Omni, man. Y'all motherfuckers, State Farm, but we know this was the Omni. It was before you got what it was, State Farm, it was something else. You know what I'm saying? And then, but I'm talking about the Omni. You know what I'm saying? With the Omni, man, I'm telling you, not the Omni Hotel, the motherfucking Omni Coliseum. That's where the host. But see, you had to be from Atlanta, man, to know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? You had to be in Atlanta, from Atlanta, or around it. You know what I'm saying? You had to be a Grady baby. That's what they call them motherfuckers. But this is where it taking place, man. And this way I'm 15 years old, man. I'm about to go down here to my cousin's show. You know what I'm saying? And so before I'm going right now, the book will pick up. I'm just gonna start reading off from this part right here. And I chose the place to pick up because the book is an important spot, man, because this is how at a young age, I always been about clothes, man. I ain't, like I said, I ain't wasn't no internet. You know, I don't want to talk. Well, we knew what no internet back in 1988. I ain't even got to say that shit. What I'm saying is that, so all I had was like the magazines, man, like the Sears magazines, the JCPenney's magazines. My aunt used to get them, and I used to go get her magazines and look in the motherfuckers, man. And you know, and look, man, and that's how I would just look at clothes and stuff like that, man, and see how the colors and how they put stuff together. Man, like most kids would look at toys and books and stuff. But I used to be looking at clothes, man. At an early age, I was doing I just love clothes. I just love, you know, I motherfucker get it. I'm telling you, man, we gonna get into the book, but I just love it. And so in this book, man, I start out, I'm gonna pick this part where I start out. I'm in the room and I'm getting ready. I'm supposed to be getting ready to go to Atlanta because I got a ride with one of my friends, man, my mom and friends, and he was gonna give me a ride to Atlanta. And so the book take place with me in the room, right? And it say, you better be in there packing, his father said, peeping his head in the room. June looked to the door slightly startled. He had been fantasizing about what he would be rocking when he and his cousin Malcolm would go to the Fresh Fest. I'm almost ready, he said. His dad nodded and was about to close the bedroom door when June stopped him and said, Dad, you think you can give me a couple bucks so I can get me some new shoes? His dad looked at him like he had hurt his feelings. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with the shoes your mama brought you 2 months ago? He asked. June eyes shot over to the Cougars. The Cougar sneakers resting nearby in the corner. See, if y'all don't know what Cougars are, see, that was a shoe they sold at Pick and Pay. And if you don't know what Pick and Pay is, Pick and Pay was a shoe store that was like had all the cheap shoes. They had all the shoes that looked like the shoes you really wanted, but they weren't. And that's where I got a lot of my shoes from. You know what I'm saying? But I was young. I had to work with them, man. But I always knew how to make shit look good, man. To the point I would get shoes that look so close to look that you wouldn't even know it. I'm telling you, man. But yeah. So my daddy told me, so he wasn't gonna buy me no shoes. I had to wear the Cougars, right? So I'm in the room looking at the Cougars in the corner. And he said they still look new. They look like Reebok Classics, but they weren't. Hey, that's what they look. They did. They looked like Reebok Classics, man. They was gray, and they had, but on the inside instead of Reebok, it had the Cougar sign. You know what I'm saying? But I used to goddamn wear my jeans, and I used to goddamn keep them so cuffed up so it'll cover the sign. You couldn't really see the back of the shoe where it said Cougar. You couldn't see that, and it was too small on the side, so you wouldn't pay attention to it. And they look just like Reeboks, man. And that's how I used to do, man. I knew how to, man. I'm telling you, but it's in the book, man. But like I said, man, I was like, man, I wanted some shoes, man. I ain't want to go up here to go to Atlanta, to Atlanta to the show. I wanted to goddamn be fresh. But daddy wouldn't buy me them shoes, man. Yeah, man. So, man, I remember I was in there goddamn, had to put my shit together, you know what I'm saying? I get ready. I'm leaving this shit, man. And before I left, he had gave me some money and shit, man. Gave me like $20 and shit, man. I spent that shit before I got to Atlanta. So, you know what I'm saying? But now we're gonna get to this next part, man. Cause like I said, I'm gonna get through this book, man, and talk. Y'all like I said, man, I ain't finna read this motherfucker like that. Hey, you like I told you, you can buy the motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, it's good. I'm just gonna go through parts, man, and let you know about like in the beginning of June, man, like how I ended up going out of the streets. You know what I'm saying? What was I as a kid? You know what I'm saying? And like how was I raised? And this book talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Cause like you know what I'm saying. So like me and my cousin. So now this part right here is about me getting ready to go to the Fresh Fest. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Atlanta. I'm down here in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? When you get ready to go to the Fresh Fest, so I got to get ready. So me and my cousin in there, right? So it said, this me, right? And my cousin Malcolm was dressed, and we had to catch the MARTA city bus to the train station before catching the train to the Omni Sports Arena. By the time we had made it to the arena, June was in rare form. I was in rare form, boy. I seen them people, man, and you couldn't tell me, man. Even though because I hadn't got some of my cousin's shoes, he had some Pumas, because my aunt used to buy my cousin them all the fly shoes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me and my young cousin, we wore the same size shoe. So I throw a pair. I think he had some Pumas or something. I put on them motherfuckers, man, and went down there, man, and Man, I fucked my head up too. I had cut all my hair, fucked around and was trying to cut my hair and made it put a bald patch. So I had to cut all my hair. And man, I got a big head, people. You know what I'm saying? I don't tell people. I ain't like, you know, I don't claim the fame, you know what I'm saying? But I know I do. You know what I'm saying? And so I ain't got no problem with it. You know, that's why I wear my hats. I don't wear my hats now. I used to wear my hats all the time because I head conscious. Now, man, I don't give a fuck, man. You know, I'm fly. You see them motherfuckers. Man, I'm telling y'all, man. Anyway, I gotta get back and get this book, man. I got enough stuff. But yeah, so we going to the motherfucking Fresh Fest, right? So goddamn, who at this motherfucker? Rakim, one of my favorite motherfucking MCs, man. And he on that motherfucker doing it. I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke, man. I'm like 15. I'm cheering, man. I'm looking around this motherfucker, man. And there's so many, man. Oh, man. Anyway, like I said, man. And so yeah, man. So I go to the Fresh Fest, man. And you know, like I said, you know, growing up, like, you know, it was magazines and stuff. And then when I got young enough, when I got a little older, you know, the cable TV come on. I tell people at one time, I remember wasn't no cable TV like how we got now and shit. I remember it's just a TV, you had the local channels and shit. And then I remember the people came around selling the motherfucking boxes, they were brown. And they had the square remote control. And over time, the little shit used to peel off the remote control and you just had the numbers be exposed, like the buttons be exposed and shit. But man, that's where I first seen BET, man. Solid Gold and goddamn, this was way before goddamn Big Tig and all that shit. This was Donnie Simpson was on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? See, you got to be an old school motherfucker. If you ain't an old school motherfucker on here right now listening to me talking about this, you probably like, who the fuck is BT? That ain't that way. Tyler Perry? Yeah, wasn't no Tyler. It was goddamn Solid Gold videos, black videos all day because BET wasn't playing no black videos. BET, Michael Jackson was the first one. I know if you seen the Michael movie, you found about that. But I knew this. Michael Jackson was only first nigga to ever break through that. But before Michael Jackson, shit, man, I had to catch the first video I ever seen was Lisa and motherfucking Coach James. I wish if I take you home, if you still be in love, baby, because I need you tonight. Man, if you don't know about Lisa, listen, like I said, man, I ain't doing no goddamn album review. I'm just saying about the moments and what was going on, man, and how I was receiving this information to even be able to know about a lot of this shit, man. It was through magazines, man. Goddamn, you know, looking at the TV all day as a kid, man, and seeing these rappers, Eric B and Rakim, man. I remember the first time I seen I ain't no joke, man. What? Man, he had that goddamn blue jogger suit on with the Nike check in the back, that Dapper Dan shit. Oh, my Lord. I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Man, I'm telling you, man, I was consumed by this shit, man. Man, but I lived in the house, man, where they taught structure and they wasn't buying that shit, man. I'm telling you, the first pair of shoes I ever got, my aunt brought them for night. She brought me some black Stan Smiths. She don't even remember. I had to tell her about it. Some black Stan Smiths. She brought them for JCPenney's, man. Some black was, man, the first pair I ever had. My aunt brought the motherfuckers for me, man. But yeah, as a kid, man, growing up, man, I always loved clothes. Still right now to this day. Man, I'll tell you, man, hey, man, I'm a fly ass nigga. I'm telling you, man. Motherfucker tell you I've been doing talking about fresh, being clean. Man, I've been doing this shit for a long time, man. And I ain't saying that I ain't had no hiccups and I ain't hit ups and downs. But man, one thing I ain't gonna never be is fresh. I told you, man, not being fresh and not having a place to stay, expose your ass out here in this world, man. I'm telling you, man. And see, I used to stay gone so much that people didn't know what the fuck I had going on. But when I come around, man, I'm finna be fresh, man. And I'm finna have my shit together, man. And I ain't doing no faking it until I make it. I'm just making it, man. That's it. I ain't never faking shit, man. But like I said, man, growing up, man, like, you know, that's what it was, man. Like I wanted these clothes. And so, like, in the book, they talk about, so we go to the motherfucking store. My cousin, after this concert and shit, I'm getting ready to go back home and shit. And before I go home, you know, my cousin, he motherfucking going to the mall. Now I'm trying to find the part right here, you know what I'm saying, in my book, man. I told y'all, man, I had the shit together, man. Look, I told you I do this shit by myself. You know, maybe my wife do it together, but she, like, we got a baby now. So, you know, I have a lot of stuff I be here doing, man. I'm telling you, but when they start paying me, though, you know what I'm saying? When they start paying me, though, so don't be complaining about how I'm sharing y'all. Like I told y'all can go get the book. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker right $19.99 right there. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, listen, and if you order it from my website, I'll autograph that motherfucker. But for the night, I'm just scheming through this motherfucker with y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, just trying to share y'all and let y'all know who y'all be fucking with. You know what I'm saying? So this part is about Malcolm. Is right. We in the mall now because he's going to get some shoes for school. And so we in there, man, and you know I'm in Atlanta. See, back home, they ain't have like the stuff that they had in Atlanta. So, and like I said, man, back then, man, you could only get, if they ain't had that shit where you was from around, man, you couldn't get that shit. So back then, man, motherfucker, New York and California, and people had their own styles and shit. You know, and so, man, I'm telling you, not like now, man, you can get whatever you want from anywhere, man. You ain't got, you to, oh yeah, motherfucker think you be going places, man, you be ordering that shit, man. Back then, you had to go somewhere and get your clothes. Now you ain't got to go no way, man. You sit in the house, boo, it's easy as a motherfucker, man. See, back then, man, I'm telling you, man. See, that's why I like now, oh, man, these niggas, man, because it's so easy to get this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you could tell, because you could tell how they dress. That's why everybody dressed the same. Motherfucker ain't got no style. Back when I came up, man, niggas had style, man. Like you could tell a nigga from Georgia. You could take a Georgia niggas, man. When I met Nick Jordan, they were wearing feline flip-flops, motherfucker. And then it was all kind of, it was like you had the preppy Georgia niggas, you know, they had the finger waves and they like to dance. Then you had the goddamn hustling Georgia niggas. Then you had the pimp niggas. It was all different kind of Georgia niggas, man. Now you can't even tell who is who down this motherfucker, man. This motherfucker is like a gumbo. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker just filled with different types of shit. Back when I came here, man, shit, this was Atlanta. This was the real motherfucking Atlanta, man. 94, 90. You know, when I was a kid, I ain't know, but I'm talking about and they get in the book too. But right now, man, this about when he went to the store and he was going to get some shoes, man, and I wanted these shoes in the store, people. They were some motherfucking Patrick Ewings, man. He was getting the black ones, all black with the white stitching, but they had a pair of white ones in that motherfucker with the blue, with the orange, the Knicks color, man. Them Ewings, the Adidas though. Not these Patrick Ewings that be looking all bulky and big. These when Patrick Ewing was sponsored by Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Man, them motherfuckers, man, them Ewings, man, was so hard. Not one of them bitches, my aunt went getting them for me, man. I cried. Oh, man, people, listen. I cried, my nigga. I'm 15 and here I'm in because I knew my mama wasn't finna get them for me. Man, I want them shoes bad, man. And that's what lead up, man, to like this next part that I get into, man. Well, you know, how I started motherfucking goddamn getting into the streets. So look, so that summer, goddamn, let me say, okay, yeah, so that summer, goddamn, that was the same summer. I'm getting ready to go to high school. Soon I'm going to the 9th grade. So I come home from there, man. I ain't get the shoes, man. You know, I'm like, throw it off, man. I'm trying to figure out, man, because I'm tired of this, man. I'm like I understood being broke, people. Like when I told y'all, like I always thought different. Like I said, even when I ain't understand, like now I can articulate it and I can explain what I'm saying better. But back then, emotionally, man, I was feeling the same way a grown motherfucker feel now being broke. I was feeling like that. How would I know? I'm telling you, man. Because, man, the things I used to be looking at and the things my mama used to always be like, boy, I don't know where you get that from. I always been like how I am right now today. I was like that as a kid. I just couldn't afford this shit, man. And I was like, man, so that summer I came home, man, I was like, man, in my mind, I'm thinking, man, I got to get me a job, man, but I ain't never worked. I'm 15. I ain't never had no job, man, or nothing. So I come home that summer and I go, so I'm about to go with my homeboy house, man. Rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? You know, his name Doug, but in the book, you know, I switched the names up, man, in the book. And I ain't gonna say everybody's name. He passed, but you know what I'm saying, man? That was like one of my closest friends growing up. And so like in the summertime, like I would go down there. He stayed in the projects. And I stayed in the houses and shit. And like, you know, when you growing up, back then it was such thing as middle class. Now ain't no motherfucking middle class. Either your ass got your shit together or you broke. You know what I'm saying? And all that got there, oh, you know, you got the middle class. And no, it's just rich and poor. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you ain't got to be rich to be poor. You just got to be rich enough not to be poor. That's all I'm trying to say. But back then, man, they had classes they put motherfuckers in classes. We was in the middle class, you know what I'm saying? Meaning we wasn't rich, but we wasn't broke either. We was like right there, you know what I'm saying? And it looked good to people who wasn't broke. So they looked at us like, oh, we was uppity, but we wasn't, man. So, you know, like I said, man, so a lot of my friends, they grew up, they was in the projects and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I would go to the projects because I like to go through a little cut and I'd be right there in the project. And so when I get back home from the summer, I want to go tell my partner about, you know, man, what I did, the Fresh Fest and everything. So I go to my partner, Doug house. So the book take place right now where I'm going to Doug house and I'm about to walk through the door. You know what I'm saying? So it's a, so let me see, hold on, back it up. I'm in the wrong place, right? All right, yeah. So I'm about to go through the door right now. And it say, when I walk up, the screen door at the front door was open, and the Cutlass Supreme was parked in the parking space out front. June made his way up the stoop, stepped and banged on the screen door. Come in, a voice beckoned from inside. Inside of the house, the first person June see was Jerome's older brother and two of his brother's friends. Jerome's other brother and his friends stayed fresh. That was because they sold cocaine. Now look, at this time, right, I don't know nothing about no drugs. I'm only talking like this in the book now because I know what was going on. But at the time, I don't know they sell drugs. I don't know they sell crack. I just know they got on nice clothes, Adidas, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Shit that I see in books, I'm seeing them own, right? And in my mind, I'm like, how can they afford it? My mom and daddy, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm young, I'm not thinking. So I step aside as they were leaving out in a hurry. He heard the screen door slam and ventured to the back room and sitting on the twin beds with a small bowl of soap water. And if anybody know, that's how we clean our shoes. I still do that shit. My wife tell you, I got the toothbrush with the soapy water, and I be scrubbing my God. I clean my shoe, man. My shit stay clean, man. I ain't around this motherfucker being, no. My wife will tell you, man, I just ironed my white shoestrings today for her Pumas. You know what I'm saying? I told her I had cleaned the shoes and then the shoestring be twisted up. I got to iron out, steam the motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, man, like always been like this. You know, I still am. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so when I went to his room, he was in there cleaning his shoes and shit. So me and him was talking and shit, and I'm telling him about, you know, what I was doing when I was up in Georgia and I went to see the Fresh Fest. And so then he started telling me about, you know, his brothers them and shit, and they was outside because they had lost some drugs. They had wasted some drugs on the ground, and they couldn't find it all, I guess. So, you know, like I said, I ain't know nothing about nothing. So I'm like, oh yeah. So anyway, so we get ready to leave the house. So now we get ready to leave his house. Let me find my shit, man. Yeah. So now we get ready to leave out his house and shit, right? And when we was leaving out the house, I stepped back off the porch, and when I stepped off the porch while he was closing the door, I looked down in the pine straw and I saw a little thing of crack, and it was bagged up. And I'm like, yo, I told him, Doug, I said, yo, is that it right there? And he picked up. He was like, yeah. And so I said, shit, what you gonna? He said, I'm gonna try to see if I can find him. We give it to him. So we walked up the hill and we went up on the stoops, and that's why the book is called The Stoops. So when we got to the top of the stoop, we were sitting there and shit, trying to see if we saw his brother. But before we could we couldn't see him, a dude came out of nowhere. Well, I ain't gonna say he just came around the corner. And I never forget him, man. I tell people, man, he had a black, like a hat, it was like kind of like a leather, like Kango looking hat, but he had on some motorcycle gloves with the fingers cut out the motherfuckers. And he walked up to us and he was like, hey, y'all hold it. And so I was like, and I looked at Doug and Doug looked at me. And I felt like Doug went finna say that. So I took the dope out of Doug's hand. And I gave it to the guy. And the guy gave us $15, man. And when he gave us them $15, me and Doug went to motherfucking Taco Bell. At the time, Taco Bell, they had just built the Taco Bell in our town. And you know, when you young, you'll walk anywhere. We used to walk all over our town. Man, I wouldn't do that shit for nothing. Man, I'll tell you, we used to walk all over. So we went to Taco Bell, man. And on our way back from Taco Bell, man, I knew right then, people, how I was going to be able to get my shoes, man. I just didn't know how I was going to be able to get no more drugs because I didn't know nobody. But I knew I had to find me a way to get some motherfucking more of that shit. Because if I can get that, man, I ain't have to never worry about not being able to get nothing I wanted, man. And like I said, all I wanted was clothes. That's all I was thinking at 15 years old. All I was thinking was like, damn, I'm not thinking about, yo, you can go to jail. I don't know nothing about this shit. I'm not thinking about people going to prison. That's not even in my mind. I'm just June. I'm just a young 15-year-old that's goddamn and seen some shit, man. And Yo, it fucked me up. Like, damn, like 15, like just I gave him this look and man, so at 15, when I figured out that right there, man, that summer ended, yo, and I had to go to high school. I was going to high school, and I had a cousin. Well, he ain't my real cousin, but anybody in the black community know that we'll tell people, you know, we'll bring people in the family, they'll be like, yeah, that's your uncle or that's your aunt when you young and shit. And then you grow up and you realize these people weren't kids. But that's how the black community is. You know, they back then they take people in, take children in, raise them. You know, now they ain't, man, shit. Boy, nigga ain't doing none of that shit. Nah, I tell you that. But like I said, but back then, that's just how it was. You know what I'm saying? And so in this part right here, man, I'm in high school now, and it's like the second or third day. This probably like the second or third day of high school, man. And I know I got a cousin. Like I said, he ain't my real cousin. His aunt is my aunt through marriage, but that's his anyway. He ain't my real. I called him a cousin. Y'all know. So anyway, he sell drugs. I know he sell drugs, man. Because like I say, at this time I'm figuring shit out. Far as that go, who got what, and I figure he always hanging with these people that get on the bus with me. When I go to school, my bus go through the projects, and we pick all the projects kids. And like when they get on the buses, man, they used to be fresh. The black BVDs, the black shell toe Adidas, man, with the fat shoelaces in them motherfuckers, man. The motherfucking Lee jeans, the black colored Lees, in man. I'm telling you, man, like. Yo, this was what it was, man. And like these niggas get on the bus like that, and he would be hanging with them. And man, I put two and two together because him and my man Doug, who brother dropped the drugs, they be together. And this, I know him. And so I go to him, man, and this right here where it take place. And so now this is the conversation I'm finna have with him because I'm trying to figure out how can I get me some drugs to sell. Look, I don't even know the price. I don't know nothing about this. I just know because I found it. I just know I need to figure out how can I get some to be able to do what they doing. And so by the middle of school day, June had put it together. June had put the next bit of his plan together. The excitement to start school quickly was consumed by his planning. He could barely remember the name of his home teacher, but he did know he needed to get his hands on some cocaine. I'm telling y'all, he had a cousin he knew had been in the dope game, and he was a senior. Hey, this like I say, man, you know, I ain't gonna say, like I say, man, he know who he is, man. And at lunchtime, June searched for him in the cafeteria. He finally spotted his cousin Walt. That ain't his real name, but in the book, his name Walt. Posted up near the vending machine with a couple of other seniors. Walt was excited to see him. He was like, "What's up, cuz?" Walt said as he slapped hands. "You finally made it to the big time," he kidded. "I'm trying to get like you," June said smoothly. June is me, people. So he was like, "Yo, you finally made it to big time," talking about high school. And I was like, "Shit, I'm trying to get like you." You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, shit. But he don't know what I'm saying because he don't know what I'm talking about because I'm just a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I know what I'm talking about. And so I said, "I'm trying to get like you." And I was like, "Can we talk for a second?" Walt's face frowned it quickly. "What's up? You got beef? You know what I'm saying? With a nigga already?" he said. June shook his head. "No." They stepped off to the side. "I need some crack," June said as soon as they were alone. Walt took a step back and held his palms outward. "Nah, cuz, your dad ain't gonna kill me." He not gonna know," June said. Now listen, growing up, man, everybody was afraid of my dad, man. Like my dad was a big dude, man. You know, he was goddamn he worked at the fire department. Everybody knew my dad, you know what I'm saying? Like during the school, he'll go and goddamn. So everybody knew my father and they knew my daddy ain't play, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they knew, like people knew who my daddy was in the community. You know what I'm saying? So niggas, my cousin, he ain't my cut, and he knew him. So he was like, nah, he wasn't trying to goddamn put no dough. He was like, "Nigga, you crazy?" And I'm like, so I'm talking to him and finally, like I said, man, I talked him into it, man. And so he ended up, I ended up talking him into it, man. And so he ended up introducing me to somebody, man. And this was the first time that I ever seen somebody as fresh as Rakim, and he was right there in front of me, man. And I can't say his name, but like I said, man, for anybody to know this story and know what I'm talking about, Fly Ty. In my book, his name Fly Ty. But from back home, if you know who I'm talking about, man, you know, man, this motherfucker was, man, used to be fresh. Like I said, I ain't seen him in a long time. I'm pretty sure he still is. But back then when I was growing up, man, this man used to be so motherfucking fresh, man. I'm talking about like everything I ever, man, this man used to have on me. I remember, man, he used to have on the goddamn, I got a pair right now, people. I pay homage. They probably my storage, but he had a pair of motherfucking the all orange. Man, this one the goddamn Air Force Ones, you know what I'm saying, was back then was the colors were just coming out, not like now. You know what I'm saying? So it was rare to see a nigga. Most of them had the white or the black, but this nigga had the all orange shits, man. The orange ones with the white chicks on them bitches, yo, they was so motherfucking. But anyway, he used to be so hard, but this nigga was like the dope boy. He had, man, yo, like he solidified, like he was taking care of his family, doing this shit, everything, man. Like, yo, man, like, yo, man, I looked up to this, like, when they say you don't look at that's what I looked at too, because I could see that shit, man. I was like, but anyway, man, my cousin introduced him to me, man. And so he gave me a pack, man. And back then they used to give you 100, they used to give you goddamn 10. You know what I'm saying? And they was 25, you know what I'm saying? They was 20s. And you know, so they'll tell you, bring me 150 back, you keep 50. So they'll give me, so I get 10 on 10. And man, back then, let me tell you, man, that wasn't nothing, man. It was so much money out there in the streets, man. And like I tell you, man, I was introduced to crack era like in the beginning, like in 88, like 89, 80, you know what I'm saying? That's when 88, 89 and shit, like, because like I said, it was school. So when I first started selling, it was like I said, when I'm telling this story, but it was later on in the year. So I started like, man, like young, man. And this is like 88, 89, man. And the crack era is booming, man. I'm talking about, yo, this is back when I tell people, not when you had crackheads. You had people that had jobs that were smoking crack. See, the crackhead problem didn't come about until they shipped them jobs overseas. But before they shipped jobs overseas, man, it was functioning crack, man. I remember, I tell people, man, like growing up, I remember when it was both parents in the household. It wasn't like, it was rare to see a household without the mother and father in the household raising. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, but man, when they took them jobs out of the and with no jobs and niggas was hooked on that crack, that's when shit got crazy. And motherfuckers started stealing and doing all the shit they're doing, and women were selling their bodies. And goddamn, man, I'm telling you, people, man, we can go on for days about that. And I can tell y'all, man, like, man, for real, man, used to be grown men dating little young ass high school girls, bro. I be telling motherfuckers, like, they be talking about, like, man, one thing about the black community, they don't talk about a lot of shit that go on in the black community, man. You know what I'm saying? They'll be, oh, you know, but man, they don't like to talk, man. I'm telling you, when I was a young nigga growing up, man, there was so many old niggas, man, coming to the high school, picking up young girls, 15, 16. These niggas be like 28. Nigga driving the bus, dating the girl. Hey, because back then, man, niggas get so much money, man. I'm telling you, and that's why I tell people, man, money, motherfuckers be talking about what they wouldn't do. And this right here, man, get some money around you. If you ain't got, like I said, you ain't got no more, you ain't, man, I seen motherfuckers do some weird shit for money, man. See, I ain't know. I'm telling you, man, I ain't know, man. I'm telling you, man, I always been a fresh, hey, one thing I ain't never wanted to try, like I tell you, man, I done ran off with nigga packs. I done goddamn fucked over some nigga money. I done did a lot of shit when I was out there in the streets, man. But I ain't never got hooked on no drugs. I ain't never been no nigga who used to be out here just being on some wild, stupid shit. I ain't never used to run none of it, man. I'm telling you, I always been too fly for that shit, man. Man, I'm just gonna get some money, man. And man, I'm gonna get with, man, that's it. I just ain't had no accountability, man. That's why this shit ain't work out for me. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of, man, I'm telling you, man. But like I said, in this shit, man. So like the reason I motherfucking started doing this shit, man, like I said, was cause, man, I was goddamn didn't like my situation in my house, man. And I felt like if I get some, and that's why I ain't in the streets, man, with my other partner. Cause you know, when you young, I'm 15, shit, they mom, them gonna let me stay there. I used to stay at some of my friends' moms, them how they come in. They ain't fit back then, man. Folks taking you in. They ain't finna let no little kid just be out here running around. Nah, folks, you know what I'm saying? Like now, shit, these young niggas too wild, man. You can't take no chance. These niggas be having gun. Nigga, you let a young nigga in your house. Now he may shoot up. Man, you be in there, man, sleep. Mother bullets coming all through your house because some niggas trying to get to that nigga. You don't even know it. You know, I come on in, boy. You know, I just want, man, next to this nigga in the game. You don't even know nigga in the game. They shooting the house all up. I'm telling you, man. So, yeah, but back then wasn't none of that shit, man. Motherfucker take a chance on a young nigga and be like, now you take a chance on a young nigga, you got to be in a gymnasium trying to, man, I be seeing now, man, they be goddamn, man, you just to the point, they be telling 12 o'clock games at night. Oh, you know, we trying to keep them off the street. So they have a game 12 o'clock at night. Man, they should be home sleep. You should take them to a hotel room and let them go to bed. They ain't got to run around. Man, no, man, I tell, man, like, listen. And I ain't saying that ain't the right thing to do. Man, we need to try, but I'm just saying, man, man, for real. But, man, you know, I just ain't never be me, man. I tell people, man, I ain't got, man, nah, bro. I ain't finna be out here. I ain't finna put no, not like that. Not like that. Like right now today, I get on here, I talk this shit, man, that's one thing that I know, man. Everything that I talk about, man, people can tell you. You ain't finna have nobody, if the world ever decide to make me famous and they ever decide to start paying me some real good money to do this shit, and then I start being out here in front of a lot of people, you ain't gonna have nobody coming out the woodworks talking about, oh man, that nigga was on drugs, or oh man, only thing you might have is one of my baby mamas. Now I ain't saying like some of my baby mamas, because you know I ain't got but two, and God, you know, rest in peace, my oldest daughter, her mom, you know, she just passed away, you know what I'm saying? So rest in peace. And my other baby moms, you know what I'm saying? She down there in Florida, she married, she good, you know what I'm saying? And we all friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, because who I am now is who they wanted me to be when they was with me, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just wasn't choosing to get up every day and treat them the way I treat my wife. And I wasn't getting up every day and living my life the way I am living my life now that I am with my wife, man. But they all love me the same. They love me the same way my wife loved me, man. I say that all the time. It just didn't work out because I wasn't doing what I needed to do to make that shit work out, man. You know, I'll tell you, man. So, you know, man, but yeah, man, that's it, man. Ain't none of that shit, man. So that's why I ain't got no problem talk about my book or talk about the things I've been through. Like I said, it's a lot more into this shit, man. You want to read the shit, man? Go get the book. I told you, we're going to go through some more of the shit, man. I just want to skim through some shit, man, and just like let you know, like some shit that was going on, man. Like I used to make mistakes, man. I used to be out here fucking up. I used to be making bad choices, man. I'm talking about bad choices. I'm talking, man, like life-altering choices. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man. I tell motherfuckers, man, like, men, we got it easy. Because, see, man, we can just start over. We can have a child and then walk away and go somewhere and start over and get our life together and have a whole nother family. And then that woman, and I'm telling you, I say that because, man, that's what like my son that I have, man, I tell you, man, I got children too. I got other children. I got a son that passed away. When I wrote this book, I dedicated this book to some people in this book that I felt that I needed to dedicate it to because of the things that they had been through with me, or the people they were in my life at certain times. And two of the people that was in it that I dedicated to, they ain't even here. My dad and my son. See, the difference is, before my dad passed away, me and him was able to make amends and you know what I'm saying, have the relationship that we could have had I chose to do the right things back then, and had he chose to do the right things back then. But you know, I was able to grow and I was able to making better choices, and so my life became better. And so my dad was able to see a lot of things that I was able to accomplish before he passed. My dad seen me go to school and graduate. My dad seen me go to college and graduate. He wasn't there, but he seen it. He heard about it. My dad was at my wedding when me and my wife got married. You know what I'm saying? My dad got one of my books. And then you got my son. See, me and my son didn't have the best relationship when he passed away. Matter of fact, me and my son wasn't even talking, hadn't talked for some years. See, he was older. And see, that's what I tell you about time, and that's why I be talking this shit when I tell y'all, don't be sitting around this motherfucker wasting your time. Man, the only thing that matters is the day, man. If you need to say something to somebody that you should have said to them yesterday, you need to say that shit today, man. Not because somebody might pass away, but because today is the only thing we all got. We ain't got tomorrow. Until tomorrow come, All we got is today, man. Anything that you say you planning on doing, you should be trying to do some of that shit today, just in case you wake up tomorrow and got to do something else you wouldn't expect it to. See, man, like I said, man, see, we all get a chance to fuck up, but we got to fix it. And we all get a chance to make these mistakes, but we got to make it right, man. You can't leave this earth without correcting the shit that you done got wrong in your life, man. Now, I ain't saying you can't. Because, see, you can. You can die right now and ain't be done straighten up nothing in your life. You can do that, man. But guess what happened? It's going to be people that's on this earth that get to decide on how they want to talk about you. And you don't get to defend yourself because you gone. And anything that you said you should have did, you could have did. See, that's why I tell people, man. See, at one time, man, and you're going to read about it, and we're going to talk about it in this book. At one time in my life, I could have been gone, man. You wouldn't be hearing nothing about me. I wouldn't be on this bitch talking. Y'all wouldn't know nothing. But guess what? Y'all still be living. Y'all just be watching somebody else or talking to somebody else or doing something else other than what you're doing today. See, the only thing that make your day different is me. Right now, at this point in time, this is it, man. But that's why I talk about that, man, because like I said, man, on one hand, I was able to turn around and get my life together to the point that I was able to correct some of the mistakes and me and some of the relationships that I had got them messed up. But then at the same time, I wasn't able to with other ones. Because see what happened? While I was trying to grow, my son was growing. And so by the time I grew and got my shit together, my son had to grow up. And so now his thoughts and his ideas about me are his thoughts and his ideas. See, I know this because I used to be the same way. That's how I used to feel about my dad. I used to feel the same way. I used to think that my dad didn't care about me the way I thought he should care about me. See, what it was, my expectations of what I thought my father should be for me was unreal. See, when I say unreal, because see, when I chose to go out there in them streets, people, I couldn't expect my dad to come running out for me every day. Now had it should it have? Yeah, a couple of times. But every time, no. Like if I would have kept, like when I kept going back and forth out there, man, they got a life to live, man. They got children. I got 2 other sisters. They got to raise. So maybe my expectations of what a parent should be was too much. See, sometimes, man, when you choose to make the mistake, to choose to do the things that you do in your life, and they don't turn out the way you should think they should turn out, man, you can't blame nobody else for that shit but you, man. And see, that's what happens sometimes with your children. Sometimes your children grow up and get so far away from your house and start making decisions on their own that'll cause them conflict. In some kind of way, they'll try to blame you for that shit. See, I tell people, man, see, you can blame your parents for how you was raised, but you can't blame them for how you living. I'm going to say that again. Listen, you can blame your parents for how you was raised, but you can't blame them for how you living. See, you choose to get up every day and live the way that you living, no matter how you was raised. No matter how you was raised, you the one that get up every day and choose to live the way that you live, though. See, that's why I tell people, man, I ain't got time to make no excuse. Man, I ain't got time to be sitting around here trying to blame nobody and, oh, man, my dad should have been this and my dad, and then I ain't getting up. Man, no, I got to get my shit together, man. Man, because I got to make sure I'm doing what I need to be doing to make sure man, I'm telling you, man. So, like I said, man, like when I wrote this book, that's what was going on, man. But like I said, my son, he passed away. My dad passed away. And I tell people, man, they be like, man, hey, man, I tell you, this life, man. Do I hurt and did I hurt? Yeah. Yeah, I did, man. And yeah, I do. But guess what, though, man? I still got to wake up every day, man, and be committed to my life. No matter what go on in life, you still got to wake up every day and be committed to your motherfucking life, man. Because if you ain't going to be committed to your life, man, you might as well start right now. And don't even start back. Don't even attempt to start back. Because if you ain't going to be committed, it ain't going to happen, man. See, I had to be committed to looking like this, man. You know what I'm saying? I tell motherfuckers, man, like, listen here, man. I get on here and I talk this shit, man, because I really be, man, I'm telling you, man. Man, I ain't like I ain't pump fake, man. I really be all my life, man. All my life, I've been a friend. Like I said, man, I done had ups and downs and this, that, man. But listen, don't nobody know it but me, man. Don't nobody know it but me, man. It's some things that I done allowed the world to witness. But ain't nobody ever seen me out here fucked up, man. Like looking bad and struggling out. None of that. Feeling all down. None of that, man. I always believed in myself, man. Still, man, ain't nothing. It ain't nothing that I'm going to go through in my life, man, that ain't going to end. You know what I'm saying? I just got to make sure that I come out on the right end. But hey, that's easy when you're doing the right thing, man. See, people, that's why I tell y'all, man, I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit, man. Because a lot of shit, man, ain't got nothing to do with me, man. See, the only things that got something to do with me, man, is the things that I'm responsible for. It's like mail. You know how when you get mail, you ever got mail come to your house and your name wasn't on it? And I know some of y'all be opening that mail too. But when you get mail that come to your house and your name on it, you throw that shit away. Especially if it look like it's a bill, because you ain't going to be paying nobody else bills. But that's how it is in your life. See, I ain't going to act like somebody else's problems is my problems when I ain't got no problems. I ain't got no problems, people. Listen, I know my life is great. See, that's one thing about me, man. I always understood what I wanted my life to be like, what I wanted my life to feel like, man. See, I know you ain't, see, you could trick yourself into, anyway, man, that's another story, man. Like, hey, like I said, man, I just want to get into my book, man. And like I say, I just want to goddamn talk about little shits and stuff, man. And, you know, hopefully you want to go get that. If you ain't got it, if you got it, go back and read it again. If you don't got it, goddamn buy the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we going to go through this motherfucker, man. I know I've been talking tonight, man. Like I said, at the beginning of the show, man, was a good, you know what I'm saying? Because I want people to know, like really who I am, man. Like when you get on here and you watch me talking this shit, man, and doing this, man, I just want y'all to know, man, I'm just a person, man, that really believe in this motherfucker self, man. Love myself to death. Love me some me, man. You know what I'm saying? Love me some me. Anybody that know me, that really know me, man, no. Oh, man, I love me some me, man. You know what I'm saying? I just know how to love me without hurting people now. You know what I'm saying? At one time, I used to love me so much, man, that, man, I ain't. See, now, man, no. See, in order to love me the way that I love me now, man, I got to know how to treat people right, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I do, man. I get up every day, man. I'm going to make sure I get up and I get to some money, man. Every day, people. I'm talking about every day. I'm every fucking day. I'm going now, and I ain't. Listen. I ain't one of them people that like to wait on the money. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like I told people, man, it's been a long time since I went somewhere and worked and had to wait until I get. No, I ain't never. It's been like I got, man. No, I got to be able to touch some money every day. I'm like, touch it, put it in the bank, touch it, put it in the safe, touch it, put it in my pocket. That's kind of money. I don't like the goddamn, hope. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, I ain't got control over time. Man, you done put in goddamn 2 weeks. And goddamn the week, goddamn, you supposed to get paid. Shit, goddamn, you pass somebody, you pass away. I don't know why I talk. I said, man, I talk about that shit, man, because like I said, man, I just love to do what I do. And I just try to give people a perspective, man. Try to people to understand, man, and like for real, man, you got to really love your life, man. No matter what you going through, man, in life, man, you got to love it to get out that motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, man, like for real, man, because shit gonna happen, man. I promise you, man. Shit gonna happen. No matter where you at in your life, shit gonna happen. I don't care how much. That's why the song called More Money, More Problems. Because the same problems a broke nigga got, a rich nigga got. It's just that when you rich, you can take care of some of them problems. But when you broke, you can't take care of none of them. You know what I'm saying? Because all your problems ain't financial. People that try to act like they just got a bunch of financial problems. No, a lot of your problems ain't financial. Because like I said, you ain't really got but your rent. If you got a car payment, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and you need food and stuff like that, all that other shit is just, But that's why I tell, man, that's why I do the show, because I just want to let people, man, like, man, time steady going, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I said, man. Like, Jay-Z, man, I listened to this thing the other day, man. It took me back, man. When I first heard Jay-Z, the Reasonable Doubt shit, man. And I used to listen to that motherfucker, bro. And this one line on that motherfucker, man, that, stick with me to this day, bro. It was in 1995, 96, man. I remember I was in South Georgia, sitting on the back of the porch with my sister. I was introducing her to, I was like, yo, this the nigga Jay, man, I'm telling you, hard. This for motherfucker when he listening to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, yo. And that nigga Jay say, man, oh, but he got off to say the one, but he said, I want money like Cosby. Who wouldn't? It's that kind of talk that made me think you niggas ain't got no pudding. You know what I'm saying? But not that right there. He say, goddamn, being broke is childish and I'm quite grown. Man, when I digest that, he say being broke is childish and I'm quite grown. Like, it ain't for a kid to be broke. It ain't nothing for a kid. Like I tell people, the world full of broke children. Man, but to see a broke grown motherfucker, man, it's crazy. And that's one thing, man, that I said, man, coming up, bro. One thing that I said, man, that I never wanted to end up being, man. I never wanted to end up being the type of motherfucker that people talk about in the past tense while I'm living, man. I ain't never want to be one of them niggas, you know what I'm saying? People be like, yo, I remember when he used to have, I remember this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fucked up. Like, man, I ain't never going out like that, man. I'm telling you, man. People talk about, yeah, I remember he used to be in the streets. I remember he used to sell drugs. I remember he used to, but now look at him. He's still doing good. But I ain't finna never let nobody talk about me in the pay. I ain't finna never be, nah, man, for you crazy. Like I said, I'm 53 years old, man. To be 53 years old on this earth and be fucked up is crazy, man. And you got these young motherfuckers, 18, 19 millionaires. And like I said, I ain't got to have no $1 million. I ain't saying I ain't trying to get some millions of dollars. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying while I'm living, how I'm living. I ain't got to have $1 million to keep, man. I just got to keep, man, I'm telling you. But the goal is to get to that money, man. I'm telling you, man. I tell people all the time, man, it's only two things you really need in this world. And that's oxygen and that's money. Because anytime you lose money, you feel like you done lost your breath. You know what I'm saying? You ever lost your, I tell you, you ever lost your breath? Have you ever lost some money that you really needed and couldn't find it? You be that motherfucker panting like you a dog in that bitch. Oh. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Because you need both of them motherfuckers. You don't need all them cars. You want them. You don't need that big ass house. You want it. You don't need all them women. You want it. You don't need them other children. You want them. But guess what? You gonna need some motherfucking money, or you gonna need a goddamn oxygen tank because you're gonna pass out. So like I said, man, I just want to say thank y'all for joining me tonight. Like I said, man, we gonna get into some more of this motherfucker, man. Hey, this is the beginning of season 3, man. You know what I'm saying? This is episode 4, the Stoop. Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna finish the Stoop up because it's about done, but it get into the parts about when I had my first kid, you know, when I'm 16, before I had my first kid, then it get into my next kid, you know what I'm saying? When my wife had then it get into all that right there. Then it get to when I get to Atlanta, when I first come to Atlanta, man, and how, you know, things changed, how my life changed and how Jay come about, you know what I'm saying? Like, because before, like I said, up to this point, you know, you just hearing about June, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, June is the kid, man, like I say, man, that just wanted to protect June. You know what I'm saying? But then when I got in the streets, man, June needed somebody to protect him. And that's when I became Jay. You know what I'm saying? But then once I got down, started changing my life and started getting up every day and changing my choices, man. And I got with my best friend and my partner, man. I needed somebody to protect both of them. I needed somebody, and that's when Big Unc is, man. See, I'm older now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I ain't want to act like it's 3. I'm just saying these are like 3 different stages of my life that I talk about in this book. The first stage is June. You know what I'm saying? June is who my mom and dad them know as. And John, who are my friends I go to school with. You know what I'm saying? That's where the book started out as. You know what I'm saying? You just, June, you know what I'm saying? Just got them love clothes, man. And was just a young kid, man. That's all. And sometimes, man, like I say, man, you know, I used to like basketball. When I played sports, I used to do but my mom and dad, they ain't never let me play sports and stuff, man. So my attention went to like clothes and dancing and doing all that kind of shit, man. And then once I started selling drugs, once I found out about drugs and I started selling drugs, man, that's where all my attention went to, man. So now I ain't want to be no rapper. I ain't want to be no goddamn basketball player. I used to go to the park and play, but no, I wanted to get some money, man. I wanted to be the flyest nigga out there on the street. When I came outside, man, when I was young, I'm gonna be the flyest nigga out there. Nigga, anybody from my hometown, anybody that know me, any place I ever been, nowhere I'm gonna be the flyest motherfucker still right now. I'm gonna be the flyest motherfucker. Like I said, I know suits and all. I'm the fly. I'm tell you, man, Dope Boy Fresh, man. Still to this day, man. Still Dope Boy Fresh, man. You know what I'm saying, man? I'll tell you, 53 years old, man. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all see this shit, man. Y'all see this shit. I'm telling you, man, this life, this ain't nothing. But like I said, man, I'm just talking about me, man, and I love me some me, man. And I love how my life done turned out, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell people, like, in the beginning of the book, man, if I could do it all over again, man, I wouldn't change nothing. You know what I'm saying? I would, you know what I'm saying? I regret all the pain that I caused people along the way, man. I do. I regret all the pain that I caused people, man, but I don't regret the choices that I made, man. Because in order for me to get the way I'm at, man, I had to go through what I had to go through, man. Because that's what I chose to go through, man. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, why would you take a chance on doing something you don't even know? You know, why would you? I ain't finna take a chance on doing something I ain't even know. Now I'm 53, like, no. I know where I'm gonna end up. I end up in a great place, man. I'm married. You know what I'm saying? I'm successful. You know what I'm saying? The people that I hurt love me now. At least I hope they do. You know what I'm saying? you know what I'm saying? I get a chance to be, you know what I'm saying, a better father. You know what I'm saying? To the kids I got and to my son right now. You know, I get to be with my son every day, man. Every day I'm with my son every day, all day. I mean, when I say all day, people, I mean all, like, listen, I got my shit together, people. Like, for real, like I say, man, I know what to do with my time, and I know what to do with my money, man. See, like I said, we didn't just want to just, oh man, no. My son came with priority. Meaning we structured our life and put our life together in a way that once my son got here, man, are we good? Like I told you, man, I ain't tripping, man. And so that's why I tell people, man, like, that's what we all get a chance to do, man. We all get a chance every day to wake up and fix our motherfucking life. You just got to realize you can't fix it all today. But if you be committed to it, it's going to happen. I tell y'all over and over again, man, time is the only thing that's making anything you trying to do in your life hard. Because for the most part, all we doing is the same thing over and over again every fucking day, man. It's just that it's taking a lot of time to do it. Because a lot of times it ain't just about the work that you putting in. It's about the work that the world got to put in too to make some of these things happen that you're trying to make happen in your life. That's just like with what I'm doing. If all I had to do was what I needed to do, man, this shit would have been did what it did. But that ain't how it works. See, like I said last week, man, only the world can make me famous, man. That's why I ain't trying to be famous. I'm just trying to be successful, man. I'm just trying to get so good at doing this shit, man, that somebody pay me to do it. They might pay me to edit. They may pay me to goddamn, goddamn show them how to do something, man, whatever. See, that's what I'm looking for, man. I'm looking to be the most successful motherfucker, not the most famous motherfucker. That's how I was in the streets. I ain't want to be the most famous nigga in the street. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be the most successful motherfucker in the streets, man. Successful, man. I mean, I ain't get on no drugs, man. I ain't got them go do no time, man, and come back home some other motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got them do all this shit, man, and then now I'm, be acting like man. The same way, the same energy, and the same attitude I had about going out there and getting that money, man, when I was out there doing the wrong thing, man. I got that same attitude right now while I'm doing the right thing, man. Because now I know, man, I'm doing the right thing. See, that's why I say, man, these motherfuckers, man, I say, man, I tell y'all, like I said, I ain't like, no. That ain't say I ain't gonna be there. And I'm just trying to tell you, man, I'm good, man. So like I said, man, I just want to say thank y'all, man, for joining me tonight, man, for the first part of this shit right here, man. My motherfucking book, my life, my story, my point of view. Hey, yo, This shit feels so good to do that shit right there, man, on my show. Because one time I used to be telling my wife, yeah, I'm gonna go on these shows. I'm gonna go to Steve Harvey had a show. I said I could be on the Steve Harvey show and they're gonna be asking me all this right here, man. But like I tell people, when you build it yourself, you ain't got to wait for nobody to do it for you. You do it yourself. I'm promoting my book on my show. You see what I'm saying? I ain't waiting for nobody to goddamn wait to be, the perfect timing. The perfect timing is today. This is the perfect time for me to talk about my book. I ain't waiting for what is the perfect time? The perfect time is right before you die. You know what I'm saying? The perfect time to tell somebody you love is right before you die. Man, I ain't waiting on the perfect time. I'm going to tell them today. So anybody out there that's watching my show, man, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Not because I know you, but because I know that's just a natural thing to do, man. I love you so much that I choose to take out time every motherfucking Monday and sit down here and talk this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing if anybody gonna come listen to me talk this shit. But when I see people choose to do it, I thank you. So like I said, man, I just want to say thank y'all again for joining me tonight, man. This has been a great motherfucking episode, man. Just the first episode, a mini episode, episode 4, the beginning of the Stoop, man. The next part, I'm coming back, man. We're going to get into the shot. But until next time, man, y'all continue to take y'all shot, man. I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc. Peace.
To you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. This is my token of appreciation for your appreciation of all my sweet creations. Grateful for your patience. I've been in my feelings lately. The marker that I use to write my failures is a dry eraser. I know my time ain't promised. They got my replacement waiting. Nigga, please, you wouldn't survive the fucking orientation. Just take a sec to breathe. You decide your destiny, not go and be the best that you could be. Here's a gift to you from me. Yeah, here's a gift to you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. Dear haters, I know how much it pains you to admit that I'm your favorite. I've taken over your playlist. I know it irk your nerves when they keep calling me the greatest. You really feel the same, but you're just too afraid to say it. You always in my comments, do I pique your fascination? You probably rap too and you wish we could trade places. I know you wish they shot with you instead with all they praises. I got something special for you, hope you take it. Here's a gift to you from me. A special gift to you from me. This is a gift to you from me. This is a gift to you from me. Truly yours, yours truly.